Hi, everybody, and welcome to Building a Personal Learning Network with Twitter. So let's start with what Twitter is not, because I come across a lot of people that have misconceptions about what Twitter is. Twitter is not Facebook. Twitter is not people posting pictures of themselves on their vacation, telling you what kind of food they ate for dinner. It's also not listening to celebrities and all that they have to say. It's not email, and it's not Pinterest. It's not an online pin board. And it certainly is not teachers pay teachers, because the best part about Twitter, in my opinion, is that everything on Twitter is free. And it's an unlimited resource of free ideas for you in your classroom. So Twitter is like a waterfall. There is a constant stream, 24 hours of a day, of information that is being shared on Twitter. And knowing how to navigate that will help you find the best practices for you in your classroom and what interests you. Twitter is a place for people who have common interests all over the world to come together, to collaborate, and to share ideas. And luckily for us, there are millions of Twitter users that are educators, and everybody is willing to share their knowledge and their experiences, and that makes Twitter an awesome place for you to go and an awesome resource. It's also a place to collaborate with other teachers, a place for you to ask questions, a chance for you to start exposing your students to global thinking rather than what we experience just in our state and our country. I put this graphic in here to show you this graphic shows all the tweets that went back and forth during a Twitter chat, and these are educators all over the world talking about certain educational topics, and you can just see it's just tons and tons of people communicating all within a specific time frame during the day, and we'll get back to that a little bit later, but there's just a ton of people out there that are willing to share, and Twitter is a way for people to get together and share on specific topics. In our case, education. So let's get started. I want you to go ahead and go to Twitter, and if you haven't signed up yet, go ahead and take a moment and sign up for yourself. There's no limit to the amount of Twitter accounts that you can have, so if you want to have a personal and then a private one for education, that's okay. You can use your work email to sign up for that. But go ahead and sign up and set up your profile. So you might want to add a picture, put a little bit about yourself, put a link to your page, your web page if you have one, or your blog. And also, it might prompt you to find some people to follow. I think it'll ask you for like 5 people to start following. And you can always go back and change that. But just take a moment and explore, get your profile set up, and we'll come back in just a little bit.